Welcome, warriors. Carnivore soldier coming at you, ready to hit the trail again. I got my vest on. You know what that means. Walk and talk time. Let's do it. All right, another hot day. It's gonna be 105 today. I'm getting out here now early in the morning when it's only 85. Try to get some walking in. Glad you're with me. Let's get rolling. When you think about all the powers that are against this way of eating and this way of life, all you have to do is kind of look back to the turn of last century, you know, the early 1900s, when cancer was not the #1 killer, heart disease was not a #1 killer, not in the top 10 even. You could look at diabetes was unheard of, obesity was 1% or something like that, if you look at the old records. So you know that all these businesses that rely on these diseases and these conditions existing are all lined up against the carnivore message. So you got, everything from the American Heart Association. It probably wouldn't exist because we wouldn't have heart disease as the #1 killer if people hadn't switched to a standard American diet. You've got booming cancer industry where they're selling their meds and their treatments, and you have huge hospitals staffing tens of thousands of people to support these. You've got food manufacturers whose interest it is to keep you addicted to their foods and keep buying as a regular customer and always be hungry, which they managed to make us always hungry. Yeah, you've got pharmaceutical companies who want you to be a lifetime subscriber to their prescriptions, and they just keep coming out with new ones every month. Whether it's diabetes or cholesterol or whatever, they're always coming out with new ones. Rheumatoid arthritis, all these conditions that we know that can be corrected via diet. So all these huge powers with lots of money are doing a major spend to basically shut down the message, right? So, and they're very effective. And then what do we have on our side? We got some cattle ranchers. Well, they're, and not big business. We're talking about a small business. The big business is tied into it. They're the big meat packing plants and stuff. They're not threatened by this message. I think it's just the small businesses. We have to band together and become a force multiplier for this message, right? We have to. I just saw Dr. Chafee talking about the plight of the cattle ranchers up in Canada on his last video, and it's pretty sickening. The government is clearly sided. All governments are clearly sided with the big industries. Eisenhower, funnily enough, he warned against the military-industrial complex taking over. Meanwhile, his heart attack helped trigger the food industrial complex and the pharma industrial complex. When we had that heart attack, then we did the low-fat diet thing, sponsored by Kellogg's and all the sugar companies and the wheat companies, all the processed food companies sponsored that whole thing and made all these great low-fat products to keep you sick, but make them tons of money. And they just want you sick enough where you'll just work your job, you'll be sick, but you'll live on. You're not going to die tomorrow. You can maybe do 25, 30 years. And it's a lot like the Matrix. If you've seen the Matrix, they're using people as batteries, right? Well, we are economic batteries. We're an economic copper top. We can go out and make money and spend it in their businesses, and they get extremely wealthy and get powerful, buying politicians, buying organizations like the FDA. Whose idea was it for an organization to have food and drugs under its purview? That's kind of interesting, and funded by those food and drug companies, right? So let me tell you, that's like having the IRS help you with your taxes, filling them out. I mean, they'll do it, but it's not in your best interest. Don't think for a minute that big pharma and big food is making decisions in our best interest when they're influencing and paying and publishing studies for the FDA, and setting recommended daily allowances for foods. Well, of course they're going to say processed foods are good and wheat's good and a calorie is a calorie. I mean, that's their game, Everyone who's got a product is going to put it in its best light. And when you have that kind of money, you have the what we call God money, where you can just spend unlimited cash to buy influence and buy studies and buy whatever you want. It's going to take a grassroots movement by us in social media and Rumble and YouTube and getting the message out. And thank God for YouTube and its popularity. YouTube is doing to video and TV what the internet did to the printing powerhouse industry. Back in the 80s, if you wanted to get a book printed or publish anything, you had to go through publishers. Now in the internet days, everyone can publish. Same with news and so it's basically the YouTube's doing the same thing. Everyone can be a content creator. It's not fun, it's not easy, but it is rewarding. So that's all I got to say on that for now. I'll be back on it later. All right, yesterday I made a short about soldier suicide or military veteran suicide and mental health crisis that we have going on in America. For any that don't know, you've probably seen the number 22 around, and that's because in the United States, 22 veterans a day take their life. And it's super sad. But in my career, I've known more people personally to commit suicide than to die in combat, even through all the wars that we've been in. And I can't help but wonder if we got this message out on the carnivore diet, because I know where my mental health was before this and now, it's night and day. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people have said this. In fact, I've never met one person who said their mental health declined on this way of eating. So I can't help but wonder if, getting people off these cocktails of drugs to treat symptoms of other symptoms that the VA gives you, and getting them on a good diet and exercise, if we couldn't make a dent in that number nationwide or globally. I mean, I'm sure the same could probably be said for, UK, Australia, wherever the veterans are. I just can't help but wonder if that might make an impact. So I'm going to be talking about it. I mean, I'm not going to shut up about it. I feel if I can make a difference, I will. And like I said, I've lost friends already, many, and I don't want to lose any more. So, and we have veteran channels, back channels that we all talk, and we talk about, if you need someone, reach out. And that's the case for sure. Reach out to another veteran if you're feeling this way, if you're feeling suicidal, but also, take a chance on carnivore. It's not going to hurt, and it's easy, and it's cheap. It's not a medicine. It doesn't make you feel like crap. That's all I got to say. But, suicide's a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And it doesn't really ever get rid of the pain. All it does is it amplifies that pain that you have, and it spreads it around everyone around you, everyone that cared about you, because they spend the rest of their days wondering, what did I miss? Is there something I did that contributed to this? Was I not there when they needed the phone pickup? Or anyway, I don't want to go too far in that, but just want to let you know that carnivore, in my experience, and in many doctors' experience, and in their treatments is healthy it's good for the mental health. So definitely consider that if you're a vet or if you struggle from mental health issues. Well, we're at the dam again. It's already 88 degrees and we're heading back. It's getting really hot and we want to get back in that AC before the full brunt of the sun comes out on us, pounding down like it does. So I might be cutting this video a little short, but I enjoyed hanging out with you guys and look forward to our next time together. Hey, jump on tonight. I'll be live streaming on an interview with Poco Moon Fam, 7 p.m. CST. Don't miss it. Ask your questions. Talk to you. All right, cooling off back in the Jeep. So I wanted to close with how you get in the fight. And I laid out all the powers that were against us and how big and massive they are. But as big as they are, we as a collective can be bigger and more powerful. But to do that, we need you to join the fight. Everyone watching this video, you need to get into the fight. And the way you get into the fight, there's 3 different things I can think of. One is, practice your carnivore, become better at it, hone your skills, journal your benefits and health changes, and share with neighbors, friends, and coworkers the message, if they're receptive to it. The next thing you can do is you could consider starting a YouTube channel like I did. I didn't ever have a dream or plan to start a YouTube channel. What happened was I was sharing it with neighbors and friends and coworkers and other veterans I knew, and they actually started seeing huge benefits and changes, and they started sharing it, and I saw the web effect, of people's lives being changed indirectly from my influence on some people. So I thought, well, maybe I could use YouTube and expand that net, make it bigger so we can help more people. And that's kind of why I did this. So you could consider doing a YouTube channel, but a lot of you don't have time, experience, or desire, and I get that. You still can be in the fight and you still can influence YouTube. And the way you do that is make your daily habit watching 2 carnivore influencers on YouTube every morning at least. And new videos, and you can like and subscribe to these. And actually, if you already have subscriptions, you have someone you already want to support, watch one of their videos, like it, leave a comment, and then do another one. And a new YouTuber or an established one, doesn't really matter. Just find another carnivore YouTuber and add them to your subscriptions. Build those subscriptions up, keep watching the videos, keep doing the thumbs up, put the notification bell on so you see when they put stuff out, and encourage them. And by doing that, you're changing the algorithm. You're going to get this message into more and more people. You don't even know that you watching YouTube videos and liking and subscribing could change someone's life forever, like it did for me. I guarantee you, someone watching Dante Ferragno's Ferragno Freedom channel and thumbs up and liking it and commenting led that video to being fed to me. I guarantee it. And that changed my life, and it changed my brother's life, and it changed my neighbor's life, and some other veterans I talked to, and some other friends. So just doing the like and subscribe thing and watching some videos, taking time out of your day to do that, that's being in the fight. So that's all I got to say. Get after it, people. Until later, stay strong and drive on. Carnivore Soldier, out.